Okay, before I start the video, I want to talk about what's going on with YouTube real quick. There's a subscriber purge going on. So, if you are a subscriber to this channel, make sure you're still subscribed. Or if you're new, subscribe as well and hit that bell. But I wanted to point that out because there is some kind of purge going on. I see a lot of people talking about it. And basically, they're going to take you and probably sign you up to Will Smith or something. YouTube wants celebrities and companies to be the face of YouTube now. The transition has been coming for a while. So I've got good news and bad news. The good news first, right? We'll do that first. Is that if you're a fan of Star Wars, I think that television is going to be a good avenue for you. There's actually some stuff that gets me excited for Star Wars. The Obi Wan series is pretty cool. Mandalorian looks all right. We'll see. You know, I'm waiting for some reviews and stuff. Maybe I'll pick that up. We'll see what people like Neurotic and Geeks and Gamers say about it. And then maybe I'll consider. But I probably will pick Disney Plus up for this. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show is pretty cool. People have wanted that forever. He's talking about how he's going to try to be close to Alec Guinness now. I think there's a lot to be excited for when it comes to Star Wars on TV. As far as the movies, though, I think that that's a little bit different. And I think a lot of people are kind of holding their heads in their hands like, what the hell? Particularly when it comes to stuff like this. So a few weeks ago, it was reported, and I talked about it, and so did a lot of other people, that Kevin Feige is going to be doing a Star Wars movie. Now, we don't know entirely what's going on there, if he's going to be doing a ton of movies or just one. It's looking like he's just going to do one. In my opinion, I think this is to get his feet wet with Star Wars because they're considering moving him over there eventually. I don't think it'll be anytime soon, as they've given him kind of responsibility of the entire Marvel brand. He's running not only Marvel Studios now, but Marvel Entertainment. So even the comics is being touched on by Kevin Feige right now. In fact, I heard the recent X-Men comic book move they're doing right now is from Kevin Feige. I can't confirm that. I've only got one source on it, but it would make sense if he was kind of dabbling around and made that happen, because the X-Men franchise is back with Disney now, and they want to make they want to definitely make those movies happen. I mean, there's a lot of movies you could make through the X-Men. But anyway, he's going to Star Wars, and he's going to produce at least one movie. And now the rumor is that Kevin Feige wants Brie Larson to play Ahsoka. If you don't know who Ahsoka is, in Star Wars Clone Wars, she's the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker. And she's actually quite liked. A lot of people actually like Ahsoka. She's actually an interesting character, and I think she's a good example of kind of a counterpoint to the media saying that, you know, them male fans, those male Star Wars toxic fans, they hate women. No, most people like Ahsoka. She's actually an interesting character. She recently popped up again in Star Wars Rebels, had a really good scene where she took on Darth Vader. That was a really cool moment. I didn't watch all of that show, but I did tune in for that stuff, and I thought that was really cool. Another quick moment to point out is they actually had the guy who plays Emperor Palpatine go back and dub his lines in that show. So he redubbed it. I thought that was pretty cool as well. So with TV, they usually do stuff right. So far, everything they've done on television, except for that recent show based on Disney Star Wars, I hear that's not that good. But like I said, I think TV is looking good, but the film's not so much. And this is another bad move, another spit in the face of fans, because nobody really likes Brie Larson. The media loves Brie Larson. They will shill hard for her. And then you've got weirdos that will come out. She has super fans for sure. Call them the Brie Larson Defense Task Force, because if you post about Brie Larson on Twitter, you make videos on her, these weirdos come out and they white knight hard for her. I remember when Captain Marvel came out, somebody took a meme and like made a meme of her and put like a fake smile on her, and the media went crazy. There was at least 35 articles calling fans, "This is what's wrong with fandom, that women always got to smile." Also, she's a super big activist. She's openly said one of the reasons that she wanted to do Captain Marvel was that so she could have a platform to be more of an activist. And boy, oh boy, did she go out and do that. If you remember her award ceremony, which is like, I don't hate white dudes, but I'm saying this isn't for a white dude. Nobody likes her. And I dread the idea of her playing Ahsoka, because I like Ahsoka. And I don't think she could do it. She doesn't have the range of emotion to do Ahsoka. First off, Ahsoka isn't a block of wood. Her personality isn't a block of wood or a tree stump. She actually has range. And I don't think Brie Larson can do that because this is as far back as her face extends. She cannot smile. She has no smile. She has this weird like scowl, like resting bee face all the time. If you watch Captain Marvel, you'll see that she has no emotion, no range. They had to write it into the movie that the character's emotions were restricted. They had to put that in there. So, they had an excuse to why she was such a flat board the entire time. Kind of like her back end. The rumor there being that she had to hire a stunt butt, or Marvel hired a stunt butt for her because her ass is flat. Anyway, it is noted in here, I want to point out, that it's not for sure if she's going to get it. She's on his short list. I looked at both the We Got Covered article here and this one, and they talked about that basically, it's not a lock for her, but if Kevin Feige, this guy fought to get Brie Larson the Captain Marvel role. The guy's got a huge, stiff one for her. And I really wouldn't be surprised if in 5 years she Mewtwo's his ass. I don't know what he sees in this block of wood, but he likes that stump. I'm telling you, he loves that stump. So she's trolled before. She's had numerous tweets where she's posted herself as a Jedi. She's been hanging out in the Star Wars theme park over at Disney. She really wants the role. And she stated it herself many times, like I was saying right here. Back in February, while promoting Captain Marvel, Larson made it abundantly clear she wanted to be in a Star Wars film when she was discussing Samuel L. Jackson's rise in popularity thanks in part to Star Wars. Larson stated, "It's so cool. I wish I was a Jedi." Later on in the interview, Larson would reveal that she got to wield Jackson's iconic purple lightsaber, saying, "I got to hold his lightsaber." That's what she said. "He brought it to me on set on May the 4th, and I cried. It was so cool. I want to be a Jedi." So, if this is true, and I highly believe it is, I 100% believe it's true, that Larson is on his wish list, I believe it. Matter of fact, I bet he's already got his pants off, tissues out, and his lotion ready to see her again. He's excited, boy. He loves that half smile. But fans don't. No one wants to see her. So I'm disappointed that this is happening. I was starting to think maybe, with the stuff like Obi Wan, maybe they wanted to put some good faith back in and start their franchises up. But what Brie Larson wants, Brie Larson gets. And Hollywood seems to think that she's the hottest thing right now. I would have to disagree. I think she's the wokest thing right now. But maybe that's what they want, Recently, the Mandalorian director said, we use movies to pass our values on to the next generation. Well, maybe they want that. That's why they want Brie, so they can force their values onto the next generation. So, you know how it is with these people, man. I fully believe this rumor. I 100% believe this rumor. It is very, very likely that she is at the top of Feige's shortlist. And the Ahsoka thing would make sense. It's a loved character. All right, people like her. So if you make a live-action movie on her, it's kind of a guaranteed hit. The problem is you need the right actress to play her, and I don't see her playing Ahsoka very well. So it would be a shame to see that loved character get smashed in the face by a wood stump. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. What do you think about Brie Larson coming to the Star Wars universe? Are you excited to see her? Will you enjoy seeing Brie Larson, Jedi Knight and friend of Captain Solo? Let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit the notification bell. Share the video. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.